Yo, what's good YouTube? How y'all doing? Today we about to react to some TikToks of American in Europe, right? Some of them confused, some of them comparing. We're gonna check it out. I hope y'all enjoy. Let me know in the comments. Put me on to some facts and what's true and what's not. And yeah, let's get it.
Since I'm American and live in Norway, people ask me all the time if there's anything that I don't like about living in Europe. Generally, I love living in Europe for so many reasons, but there
Okay.
is one thing I don't like. The one thing I don't like is ice,
Hmm?
or the lack of ice that I find in Europe is just crazy. If you've been following me, then you know I don't have a freezer. My
Well, that kind of makes sense too because they really only drink tea and like beers and go to the pub and stuff. But yeah,
fridge doesn't have a freezer. I'm gonna show you it, but it's the first time in my life that I have ever had a fridge that did not have a freezer. So my ice cube trays,
interesting.
worthless. And I've been to 40 countries now. I've traveled all over Europe, and I remember when I very first came to Europe, I think I was in Poland, and I ordered a drink, just like a soda or whatever. And I
Okay.
said, "Hey, can you bring me a glass with some ice?" The dude brought me a glass with two ice cubes. Two ice cubes? What am I gonna do with two ice cubes?
I mean, to be honest though, he trying to hook you up because the less ice you have, the more beverage you have. The more ice you have, the less beverage you have. So I like to always ask for less ice because you get more for your money, if that makes sense. But yeah.
And he talking about, oh, is that enough? Yeah, it's enough to piss me off. Where is the rest of the ice? Fill the glass up with ice, and then I pour in the drink. That's how that works. Yo, for real, I was like, yo, is there like an ice ration? Do we have to ration ice? Is there not enough
I
water?
mean,
I
maybe.
mean, give me the ice. I want the ice. And this was a common occurrence. Czech Republic, Hungary, Lithuania. I was on the lookout, and I was like, okay, hold on. Every time I get something, it's got one ice cube, two ice cubes, or they don't come with
Interesting.
ice at all. And I'm like, oh my gosh. There's nothing I want more when I'm hot and thirsty than a lukewarm cola. Are you kidding me? I never realized how truly blessed I am to have ice when I want to have ice.
That's crazy. All this is over some ice. Literally, because the restaurant gave him two, what is it? 2 cubes of ice? Like, come on, bro.
Because when you don't have ice, it's crazy. Please tell me, am I just being like a pompous American? Because I get to my apartment I'm in now,
Yeah.
and then no freezer, right? Then I went to Haugesund, and I was just over someone's house, and I was like, oh man, can I get a glass of ice? Now they did have a fridge with a proper freezer. They had a proper setup
Mm.
there, and they were like, oh no, I don't have any ice. You have a freezer and you don't have ice? And I have to move out of this
Oh my god, the tease. He's like, he saw a freezer. He's like, yeah, I'm about to get some ice. Just to find out they still don't even have ice.
apartment next week, and the apartment I'm moving into, you guessed it, no freezer. I just want my drinks to be cold. Am I asking too much, Europe? Europe, am I asking too much? And of course, you can buy ice at the store, but today is Sunday, and all the grocery stores are closed. And then the ones that are
Really?
open, like the Boone Priest up the street from my house here, it has like a little kiosk type store that's open, and they don't sell ice there. So I have to buy the
The
warm cola,
struggle.
put it in my fridge for whoever knows how long. And when I do buy ice, look at that. It melts because it's not in the freezer. It's like if I don't use it all immediately. Ah! Okay, rant over. I need to buy a freezer. Oh my gosh. I can't keep living.
I mean, to a certain extent, I feel his pain because, when you're hot and sweaty, you just want an ice cold beverage. And the fact that they don't only have freezers is insane. Like, what do you do with your leftovers or like your frozen goods? Okay, like some food needs to be in the freezer. Like, what do you do with then? Like, you have to like buy it and use it right away. Like, I don't understand. Let's check out some of these comments. So we got Aubrey with the bring ice maker to Europe facts. That problem solved literally right there, just straight from Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Come to Finland, we have ice and freezers every household and restaurants. Interesting. I couldn't survive without a freezer. That's what I'm saying. Like you need at least need a freezer. Ice is one thing, but not having a freezer is a whole different like ball game. Like I need to have a freezer. But yeah, let's check out the next one.
One thing I'll never understand about the country of Europe is how there's so many unemployed people. Like, what do you mean it's the weekend and you're just sitting here not working,
Oh my
not
god.
sending emails, not putting some work in? Like, I'm confused because I'm sitting here and all I could think about is work, but everybody else, they look so like happy and peaceful.
Enjoying
I don't
life.
know, maybe America is just like different, but yeah, this place is not real. One thing I'll never
I mean, true, true. Because sometimes you sit down and you just look at people living their own life and whatnot, and you just wonder, like, are we NPCs? Like, are we like programmed or something? Because you just like watch people in their own world, and it's crazy to think that like they're like strangers or they're like nobody in your world, but they're the main character in their world. You feel me? If you really like think about it. But yeah, let's check out some of the comments though. We got two things. Europe is not a country; it's a collection of countries. That is one fact that I need to remember because I always say Europe as like a country, but it's not. It's more like a continent. But our work-life balance is better than America. I can see that because everyone sit down having tea and coffee and enjoying like just seeing people out there walking around, sitting down, enjoying life. You don't really see that in America over here. We are born to live, not to work. True. It's called having a life. Facts. Facts. Enjoy your life because you only have one chance at it. The country of Europe. Literally something I would say. Is education illegal in America? Pretty much. To be honest, pretty much. Our education is like, but our influence in social media and pop culture is like through the roof. But educational wise, yeah, no. All right, let's check the next one.
Being American in Europe is humbling because I'm at the Prada Foundation in Milan and these are the restrooms, but I go in, where's the toilet? It's just a mirror. There's a sink in every single stall. There's sinks out here. I
What?
have to pee. I feel so dumb. Being
You can't even call that a restroom. You call that like a washroom or something. Like you wash your face, you wash your hands. But where's the toilets? Like I'm so confused because I would walk in there all like, you know what I'm saying? Look, if you imagine you have to like pee really bad, and then you walk in there, and then you're like, oh my god, what to do? Like you feel me? Let's see what the comments saying. I'm still laughing after I search Prada foundation bathroom toilet. Oh man, there's a door handle on the wall. Oh, so it's a door within a door. So it's like a secret room within a secret room. Interesting. In the country of Europe, we don't use toilet. No, they gotta be trolling. There's clearly a door handle on the wall. So, okay. All right. So I see. There's a secret. Okay, so I understand now. All right, cool, 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 cool. Let's get it.
Things that would shock Americans if they would come to Germany. Number one, we do not smile at each other. When we see each other, we don't. That would be weird. They would think you're a psychopath. Number two, cigarettes and coffee are considered breakfast over there. Number three, speaking of
I'm sorry, but I cannot stand someone that's like that smokes cigarettes, bro. Like the smell of it, and it just lingers on you, on your breath, on everything, and you matching that with coffee. Coffee is lovely, but cigarettes and coffee is I don't know, bro. I don't know.
coffee, there is no iced coffee. If you would order an iced coffee, they would literally bring you coffee with a scoop of vanilla ice cream in it. Number
Oh, oh, they probably on one. Some coffee with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. So that acts like it also cools it down, and it also added as a creamer. So we get like a two-in-one with the ice cream. Oh my, wait, she on to something.
four, there's absolutely no small talk at all. We hate small talk, and the cashiers will be rude. Number five, you will have to bag your own groceries and also pay for your own grocery bags.
Oh, hell no. Wait, I gotta bag my own groceries and on top of that, buy grocery bags? Oh nah, bro. That's too much. That's too much, man. Y'all gotta give something. Like where's the grocery clerks at? Like there's no one like working in the grocery store? Like what's going on?
Number six, you are not allowed to mow your lawn on Sundays or do any loud work. Number seven, there is
You know what? I love that. I love that. Cause you know, you're trying to sleep in on your day off and then you hear construction or someone mowing the lawn and then you're just, disturbing your peace. So that is one thing I love.
There's no right on red, but if you come to a stop sign or a crossway, the person on the right has the right of way. And last but not least, number 7, the windows. Things that would shock Americans.
The windows? What you mean by that? What's going on with the windows? Let's check some of the comments. It sounds like my introverted self needs to move to facts. I need to visit like outside of America more often, like especially like the Europe countries, because I haven't been to Europe countries. I've been more like all over the Caribbean and all that. But yeah, I love the no mo and loud noises on Sundays. Yes, I love that. That shit need to be a law over here in America. No smiling or small talk. Yes. What do you mean? Yes. We need some positive energy. We need to communicate, socialize. What you mean? Yes. You don't, what? You need to be by yourself all the time? That sounds so depressing, but yeah, let's get it. Okay, so I've heard a lot of Europeans coming to America, right? And they always complain about the privacy in public stalls. And the thing is, it's just like, I understand where they're coming from, but you want to make sure that someone is okay in the stall. You don't want someone overdosing, sitting on the toilet, and you don't know. You feel me? So it's kind of like, I don't know. That's a good question. Like, why do we have such a big gap? Maybe because they don't want people sleeping in there, like staying. I wonder. But yeah, let's check out the comments. If you get stuck, true. Like where you can't crawl out, you can't do anything. What if someone pull a prank, put something to jam the door, and now you're stuck? I understand. We have toilets like that too. I have never seen a public restroom with that type of stall ever.
Bro, Spain is so insane. I had no clue that y'all had buildings like this, bro. First of all, I didn't even know that there were colors on that shit. And also the detail. Bro, tell me this. First
Oh
of
my
all,
God.
how old is that thing? And second of all, how long did it take for them to build that shit? And how come they were able to build shit like that way back in the day with way less tech? And probably like, I mean, who knows how long it took, but you're telling me we can't put up a fucking apartment building in Miami at the same speed that they put this shit up? Something ain't right, bro.
It's
We
not.
got way better tech nowadays, and we're doing shit supposedly bigger and better now. But how come they're able to
Facts.
make some shit like this with crazy ass detail like this out of fucking rocks and hammers, and we can't put up an apartment building with steel and fucking cranes and shit? I know there's a crane right there, but they're doing refurbishing. Absolutely insane, bro. Harry Potter.
I ain't gonna lie, Europe in general has the best architect because it just like there's no way like these buildings and whatnot, like they look so complex. Like the shapes, their size, all that is so complex. And like what he said, like back in the days, how the technology they had. What if back in the day they had advanced technology, but it has been lying to us this entire time? Cause I'd be wondering, cause like you wonder about the pyramid and whatnot, like how, and then what if they have like some type of technology that we lost and we just don't know about? It just things just gotta think about. But let's check out the comments. Smartest American. I mean, I'm up there too, bro. I'm up there. Please, bro. Intelligence is forbidden in America. To an extent, yeah, pretty much. They're still building that, bro. Yeah, but it probably started like last week. You never know. Older than America, true. They're still building it. It's not finished yet. It's about to be finished tomorrow. I guarantee you that. And like they finish these buildings so fast, and not to mention they're off on Sundays. So it's just like working 6 days a week, and you still finish it faster than America, which we build stuff like 24/7. Well, 7 days a week. So just like, something is like we're missing something here. But yeah, let's get it.
I'm an American living in Zurich. These are some of the culture shocks that I experienced
Zurich? Where the hell is Zurich? I've never heard of Zurich a day in my life.
when I first came here. I'm gonna discuss something that isn't appropriate for children, so if you're a child, keep scrolling. Number 1, brothels. Both the mere existence of brothels and their locations. I'm from Texas, which is quite conservative, and when I came here and learned that people could legally engage in acts for money, I was very surprised.
Wait, you call that brothels? I've never heard that in my life. Brothels? Interesting. So she just talking about like prostitution, I guess. Okay, interesting.
Though I didn't really understand it at first, now after educating myself, I understand a lot more and actually really support it. I think it's a much safer option for everyone involved. Also, the fact that it's a legitimate business and that you can actually take someone to court if they don't pay you for your services, I think that's awesome. What surprised me a bit more was the location of these brothels. Where I'm from, there's very specific zoning, so it'll be like a street in town where all of the strip clubs are located, but here it's like it could be on the corner. I'm talking.
Oh, so the street is like what it Thailand, I guess, where the red district, what do you call it, where all the clubs and people do the brothing, I guess she should call it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm picking up what she's putting down. All right, cool.
Like next to a restaurant under some apartments, like just here. If anybody's interested in talking further about this, I'm happy to make a video because I find it very interesting. The second culture shock is noise, particularly honking your horn. Apparently there are a lot of situations in which it's illegal to honk your horn. Like for example, one time I went to go pick up my partner's little sister from school. I pulled right up and I did a and I got yelled at. Because apparently you're not allowed to use your horn unless you're warning someone of danger because it contributes to noise pollution.
Interesting. Hey, a New Yorker would hate to come to this country because all they do is on their horn the entire time. So a New Yorker would hate coming here.
And you can even receive a fine for this. Number 3 are greetings and farewells. These particularly took me a long time to get used to. It's custom in Switzerland to give 3 kisses when you greet someone. Apparently for a while people thought I was rude because I didn't know this and I'm not kissing a stranger. We don't do that in the US.
Facts. Imagine putting your lips on a stranger's cheek. Like, I don't know if you took a shower or wash your face or what you got going on. I'm not about to 3 times. Oh, no. I'm good.
And apparently putting your hand out to shake their hand is very, very rude. So I definitely had to learn that one. Finally, we have the farewells. In the US, it's very normal to, if you're at a dinner party or a party, just time to go, just stand up, wave, maybe you hug the host and leave. Here, that is very, very rude. You need to go speak to each person, tell them each goodbye, and usually give them another kiss. A lot of kissing. This was especially difficult for me to learn because I'm a huge fan of the Irish goodbye. So again, the first couple of months I was here, people thought I was very rude. Don't make the same mistakes I did. I'm an American.
It's so crazy how things are so different in other places. I remember one time I was watching a video and the guy in Japan literally said tipping in Japan is literally like rude or something. I'm like, giving people money is rude, is like being rude. I'm like, what? I was so confused, but yeah, let's check out the comments. What about pronouncing a city where you live in the right way? Bro, we're Americans, bro. We don't pronounce anything correctly. I'm just saying, literally anything. Hi, I'm from Texas. I live in Switzerland and I don't like it. I hate goodbyes in Switzerland. It takes hours. Bro, just walk off, bro. Like they can be mad, bro. If it's your family, you'll be all right. In Swiss community, 3 kisses with friends have gone after COVID. Oh, see? COVID had to happen for them to be like, okay, this is gross. Let's go with hugs. I can understand hugs, but kissing, I'm good, bro. I'm good. You should do another video on bro. Bro, he want to know about it so bad. He's like, wait a minute, I gotta visit. What? I need more details ASAP.
I've been in Europe for 3 weeks now, and these are some of my biggest culture shocks that I've noticed and some things that I might be doing to get around them. Number 1 is paying for bathrooms. Some of the bathrooms you'll have to pay for if they're just on the street and they say toilet. Depending on the location, depends on the money that you'll pay. It's been about like 0.30 euro to €1. And I'm drinking a ton of water, so I need to pee quite often. So what I usually do to get around it is whenever I am sitting down at a restaurant, I use the restroom there. And whenever I'm going to anything like a museum or whenever I make a pit stop, if there's a free bathroom, I'm using it.
One thing about Americans, we will find a loophole to get something for free. I'm telling you, we will find a loophole. That's one thing about Americans. We do not play. We will find a loophole to get things done for free.
Another culture shock is having to pay for water at restaurants. Personally, what I do is I bring my own water bottle, and then there's usually free water fountains like all over the cities. And I just fill them up whenever I see them. If I see one, I check my water and then fill it up again. Public transportation, literally how easy it is to get on and off, and just like how accessible and cheap it is. In Phoenix, it's not like that at all. Literally the only city that I could compare it to is maybe Chicago or New York. And even then, not even comparable. Another one would definitely be just like how different each country looks. Like you go from one country to another and you know you're in a different country, but like when I go from a state to another state, that I know that I'm in like the United States. There is nothing that is comparable.
And yeah, that is true. That is true. I think every time I watch videos of Europe, it does seem like the entire scenery is different. Like the smell, the people, the architecture, like just everything is different. But in America, everything the same. We just know that you're in a different state. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the accent might change here and there, but like, yeah, it's always the same pretty much. In Europe, you drink tap water, it's free at the restaurants. Bro, drinking tap water is insane. Yeah, no. I don't, just tasting all the minerals and the pipe and the rust, yeah, I couldn't do it. Paying for toilets and water is cheaper than tipping in the US. True, true. Point 30 euro, you mean 30 cents? Bro, American education, bro. Give her a break. I don't understand the toilet thing. I've been at tours to many cities all over Europe, and I only remember having to pay in a UK shopping center. People just have different experience and whatnot. Culture shock to US tourism fix- fixation on water. Hey, you gotta stay hydrated. But yeah, let's get it.
I'm an American that lives in the UK, and I wanted to share some of the biggest culture shocks that I've had since living here, because I don't know, you might find them interesting.
Okay.
First one is definitely, this took me by surprise so much the first time it happened. Like, I was like, what is going on? But it's at 11 a.m. every day when the national tea alarm goes off, and you have to stop everything you're doing and just relax and have a cup of tea. It's like, it's really, really nice and chill, but like, it's quite a shocking sound that just blares across the entire country. It's
really?
kind of crazy. Number two is the fact that you have to eat a certain number of beans on toast per year. If you don't hit that minimum, you actually have to pay a fine. So
Beans on toast sounds so criminal. Like, how do y'all wake up in the morning at the crack of dawn, right? And decide to, like, you know what? Baked beans sounds good to eat right now. And some toast. Baked beans and some toast and some tea. Like,
like every time you have beans on toast for lunch, there's a dedicated government app. They have an NHS app too. It's similar to that. You take a snapshot of it and it sends it to the government. They know that you've eaten it. They know you're good. And if by December 31st you haven't had the number, it changes every year. I can't remember what it is this year, but if you haven't had that many, you have to pay a fine. Number three is the fact that
nah, she gotta be, nah, she's trolling. There's no way. There's no way to keep track of how many baked beans you eat per year and have like a requirement. That is insane.
when it's nice out, which to be fair is not very often here, but when it is nice out, sort of anything above 20 degrees and sunny, men are just required to take their shirts off and just walk around town, do whatever they're doing, but without their shirts. And when I first heard about this, I was like, that's kind of sexist. Like, you can't just force the men to do that. But unfortunately, it's just the way it is. It's the rules. Are we on number
Damn.
4? I think we're on number 4. Number 4 is the fact that every room in your house is required to have a picture of the current monarch in it. I don't know if you've seen the new painting that just came out of the king, but that is the one that's going to be required to be in every house, starting, I think, in a few months' time. That's all for now. Let me know if you'd like to hear any more, and follow me on my journey of being an American in the UK.
I don't like that sound kind of like North Korean-ish. Like, what the hell? You must have a picture of this person on your wall and wait, what? Okay. Believe it or not, I'm the guy that pushes the button for the national T alarm. I have to live in a secondary because my job is so important. Interesting. Does anyone remember how difficult it was to meet the beans of toast quota when lockdown hit? So not only that you're forced to eat beans, but you also got to pay for the toilet. That's insane, bro. That sounds like a setup. We're going to force you, right, to eat some beans, and then at the same time force you to pay to use the toilet. That's insane. That's a setup. I ain't gonna lie. Anyone else remember it? 2008 when the T alarm went off at 10 a.m. by mistake. Don't blink. I haven't eaten beans on toast in years. Yeah, I understand, but you shouldn't. Please don't. But anyways, let's get it.
All right, here's some culture shocks that I discovered as an American comedian here in Barcelona, Spain. All right, number one, when you
comedian?
go to the grocery store, they have these machines that make you fresh orange juice on the spot. Fresh orange juice, not something in a can or a bottle. It's fresh. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in America. All right, number two, being in America.
No, that is something I could get down with. Some fresh squeezed juice. All right, that is something I can get down with. We need that in every grocery store.
American coming here, it does feel like people don't really work. And what I mean by that is in America, people work nonstop. Whereas here in Spain, for example, on Sundays, a lot of stores and shops are closed. So there are multiple Sundays where I was getting up to kind of get ready to prepare for the upcoming week, and I couldn't buy anything because everything was closed. And honestly, I kind of like that. It's good work-life balance. And number three is how late everything's.
I mean, that's how it should be though, because everyone. You just imagine that everyone had a day off. Not everyone, but because you need like thing. But all the essential workers can work, but like everyone else, you just imagine having a day off where your whole family could come together and whatnot, and not just wait for holidays and shit. Like that would be so fire.
Starts here. Or if you wanted to go out, for example, and party and get involved with the nightlife. In America, people typically get ready or start going out around maybe 10, 11 p.m. Out here, people do not show up to a club or a party until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And when they get there, they stay there all night. They will party till 7, 8, 9 in the morning, and then sometimes just go to the beach and hang out. It's nonstop out here. All right, here's.
Funny enough, over here, 2 a.m. is where the club usually closes in some areas, because they have like strict laws and whatnot. Like 2 a.m., everything has to be closed and shut down and whatnot. But interesting, people go to the club at that time. It's insane. It's Barcelona. I'm not a fan of Spain. Been there several times. Really? I wonder why. What time are you watching this? Spain. What's up with Spain? People not liking Spain? I seen a couple comments of people like not feeling Spain at all. But yeah.
Culture shocks of an American traveling Europe for 3 months. The bike lane and the sidewalk are the same, so sometimes I walk in the bike lane and almost get murdered.
They never give ice for the drinks because it dilutes it. They charge for the table water. Drink up. Ashtrays on every table.
Ew. Yeah, I can't. Bro, that cigarette, I can't deal with the cigarette, bro. Like, that cigarette, oh, just having it there at the table, I would just have to, like, move it to the next table or something. That's the smell of it, yeah.
Ground floor is 0, and the second floor is 1. Unlike in the US where the first floor is 1 and the second floor is 2.
The pedestrian signals differ depending on which side of the street you're on.
Oh, really?
You can't take the bottle caps off! Ah, they're attached!
I like this, because it just stop people from littering and doing all that. And, when you drop your cover on the ground, dirty ground, and then it's like, do I really want to put this back on to where I got to put my mouth on it? So I really like that.
To the bottle! Kebab is the #1 after party food. There are comfortable cobblestone in really old buildings.
Oh, that building looked kind of nice.
They have these old ass looking keys and these tiny little elevators that are ancient. And you gotta pay to use the toilet. Euro vibes.
Culture shocks of
Everyone about the paying to use the toilet. People be tripping about that. I mean, if I'm someone that use the restroom a lot, bro, I would probably be annoyed too and broke. I explained it on. Yes, bro, it's 2 different lanes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all makes sense. Ground floor is 0 and first floor is 1. Yes, I used to always think that too. Like, why not just start from 0? Do you mind to tip, but buying water is horrible? I mean, paying for tap water is insane. That should be criminal. But I don't mind tipping if the service is good. Like, you know what I'm saying? We count elevators, not floors. Elevations, interesting. Bike lane and sidewalks aren't the same. There's a bike painted on it. True, I peeped that as well. Country of Europe, what did you drink? Bro, it's American education, bro. Give us a break, please. But yeah, let's get it.
So I just found out that in the UK, there's a thing called lastminute.com because I was talking to my boyfriend and he's like, yeah, because if we leave everything for lastminute.com, I'm like, wait, did you just say lastminute.com. Haven't you seen the website? He shows me this website, obviously called lastminute.com. The prices are every American's wet dream. 2
Oh, really?
days to pair it. No, what? How many days?
They're all different. 2 nights in December, 4-star hotel, flights included. That's the Barcelona for £414 per person.
How many days?
That's 2 nights.
2 nights.
Yeah, they're normally very. Oh, there is a 4 nights. So Malta, 4 nights in November, 5-star hotel, flights included, £209 per person.
£209 per person to go.
For 4. That's mad cheap. What the hell? You're paying $50 and change for to stay in a 5-star hotel. Oh, where my bags at? This is why I say I need to travel more, because you cannot beat that. That's such a good deal.
To Malta for 4 days.
I believe so.
In a 5-star hotel. That is crazy.
Mhm.
This is one of the things that just baffle me about living in like Europe. It is so cheap to travel to the most gorgeous destinations. So I just found
Yeah, I started to realize that too, because what? That is mad cheap, bro. You can't even get like a motel for that price. That's insane. But yeah, let's check out some of the comments. Oh, lastminute.com isn't even that cheap anymore. Sky, you see, yeah, everything that's like people find that's, oh, that's cheap or whatnot, they post it on social media and then everyone start going there and it just makes it expensive. It's kind of like Shein and and like these other like places and whatnot. US makes it expensive so we don't leave this hellhole. Might be onto something. I went to Iceland for 14 euro.
so I just
14 euros. That's insane. Everything's so cheap in Europe. Everything beats $10 flight from Europe to Iceland. 10? What the hell? But yeah, let's get it. Last one.
3 things that will shock Americans about Europe. Stick
Okay.
around for the last one, because it's an unexpectedly scary situation you might find yourself in. First up, the toilets. Let me introduce you to what I like to call the poop shelf, where you can observe things. Like this duck. And let's just say, things smell a lot better when they land in water. And they don't land in water in this toilet. Everything is closed on Sundays. You're hungry on a Sunday?
Wait. Isn't this Aldi's? Like the Aldi's logo? What do you call it? Hoffer? Interesting.
Need to get some groceries? Think again. You gotta prepare for that. You need some meds from the pharmacy? You're gonna have to track down the one pharmacy that is open. And last, scariest of
Okay, pharmacy closing is insane. How what if you're really ill and you need your medication and then it's Sunday? Then you have to wait till the next day? Yeah, that's kind of tough.
all, but first, comment if you want a part 2, because I've got plenty of this, is checking out at the grocery store, or the ultimate race. There is no messing around. There is no dilly-dallying. You are getting your stuff in the cart immediately when it is scanned. You do not bag it when you are checking out. You take it elsewhere and you get out of the way. 3 things that
That's crazy. Bagging your own groceries is something I can't get down with. I can't. Because it's like, you just have like anxiety. Because you're just like waiting because people is in the line behind of you just waiting. And then you're just there like bagging your stuff. Like, I can't, bro. Let's check out some of these comments. In what Europe do you live in? Europe is not just Germany. Just know. I guess I'm not from Europe. I didn't know. Okay, everyone is going in on her for her mistake. I'm telling you, the U.S. education is not always there, bro. It's not there fully, all right? You got to give us a break, please, bro. But anyways, that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you want part 2 or whatnot, or what else you want me to react to. And that being said, see y'all for the next one.
Beats.